Hello everyone! Okay, so I know I typically don't make videos like this, but there's nothing typical about this entire week in general, let's be honest. There's just nothing typical about this whole situation in general. If you're wondering what situation I'm talking about, you are living under a rock. I am talking about the pandemic, the viruses, the coronacation, the corona, the COVID, this is not great. Everyone's in a bit of a panicky state, and it's not easy to see, you know? There's a lot of amazing local small business owners that are trying to make it work. They really are. They are going the extra mile for everyone, and they are sitting around trying to think, what can they do? And so I know there's been a lot of closures of business storefront-wise, and I know that there has been a lot of just question marks in general as to what everyone is supposed to be doing right now. So fortunately, I'm in a position to where my business starts to kind of ramp up actually when stuff like this happens, and it's not something that I'm super excited about because obviously it's not great for everyone else in general, but I'm super happy to be of help and to be able to share my skill set with everyone else. So I figured I would take a few minutes out of my day just to give everyone a few social media tips that they can use during a pandemic. So I never thought I would be making this video, ever. Okay, let's get started. So, number one is if you are a retail business or you have any sort of retail in general, take this time to go to your store, take some pictures of your products, and try to get all of your products onto some sort of e-commerce platform. And I know that sounds like an absolute monster of a task, because it is. But in the long run, it might be very worth it to you. And if it's something that you haven't already been implementing within your store, this is something that could even take you to the next level after all of this is over. And trust me, it will end one day. We're just waiting on it. The downside of this is that it only does work if you are a retailer. It's not exactly going to work if you provide a service. Unless you want to bring your gift cards online, which would be a really great way to generate a bit of revenue during this time. I know a lot of service industry people are struggling right now, and this is a fantastic time to host a gift card sale and encourage others to go out and buy a gift card. Let's say like you can buy a $100 gift card for $75 and use it later. Another con of this is that it is an absolute monster of a job. Something that I can help you with. If you do want a website built for you, I can build you a website like that. I can help you kind of get those product shots and get things online in an efficient way to where you can keep that income coming in and you don't have to worry about your storefront being closed. And that's going to be something that is really important just as a sort of security situation to where if something like this ever happened again, you could just switch on over to e-commerce, no problem. And yeah. So the second tip I have for y'all is to try to create some content for your social media that's out of your normal niche. And what I mean by that is not so abnormal that people are like, wait a second, I thought you were a bakery, why aren't you posting a song you wrote? Don't recommend going that out of your norm. Use one of my clients, for example, Rush Cycle. They are a cycle bar. They are the absolute best spin bar in town, by the way. If you're looking for a solid workout after all of this is over and trying to burn off those corona calories, because let's be honest, we're all sitting at home eating, totally recommend Rush Cycle, not just because they're my client, but because that is the only workout I think I have ever enjoyed in my entire life. Not gonna lie, not exactly an active girl. What I've done with them is we've talked about creating extra content that's a little bit outside of their norm. Like, for example, their owner, Madison, she's awesome. She is a certified nutritionist. So I figured they could do some sort of like quarantine Q&A. And yes, is it on the edge per se to make it corona themed? Maybe. But at this point, like, you gotta make the best of the situation. I think that the only way to come through this with a positive outlook is to maintain a positive outlook throughout it and not saying make light of everything, but definitely make light of a little bit of it, because it's still, you know, that's life. Things happen. But creating that new content that's a little bit out of your norm will help keep your followers engaged and give them something a little bit different, almost like a treat for following you and keeping up with you. And that's going to be really important to them to show that you care as a business owner. If you're a content creator or social media manager watching this, that you really do care about your followers and you're trying to give them that extra content that they're missing since your business couldn't be open at that point in time. My third tip for you is don't be afraid to post more than normal. And I'm not saying flood it. I'm not saying flood social media with whatever your business posts or whatever your business provides. I am saying don't be afraid to step out of that one post per day or whatever you are so used to, because right now everyone is sitting at home bored out of their minds. Take advantage of it. The algorithm itself is being flooded with posts. I have never seen so much activity on social media at one time, and it's because of all of this social distancing. When we social distance, people automatically go to the social media because we're social creatures. We crave that sort of attention, which is hilarious because this is called anti-social media. However, we are stepping out of our comfort zone today to make you this video because I really do care about all of these local businesses, and I see how hard everyone is working, and the least I feel like I can do is give you this little tidbit of information if you haven't already had these ideas, just to try to give you some inspo, you know? Keep the morale high. Go Waco. Yeah. So, I hope these tips were helpful for y'all. I know this content is a little bit out of my norm, so let me know how you felt about this video. Let me know if you like hearing these tips. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a vlogger by any means. I rarely show my face on my company's social media in general. I figured that if the time is now because introverts are shining, and let's be honest, this is called anti-social media for a reason. I'm a bit of an introvert, but I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to help you. And hopefully it was beneficial, you know? I'm doing my best. Okay, I'm gonna get back to my work because let's be honest, I have a ton of work to do right now. It's my time to shine, folks. If you would like a consult, if you would like any more tips, tricks, information, feel free to comment below. Feel free to reach out to me via DM, or feel free to go to my website and look at my services that I do provide. My website is antisocialmediaco.com. Feel free to go on there and scroll down and contact me, and I would be more than happy to hear from you. And yeah, okay guys, wash your hands, be nice to people, support your local businesses and your small businesses. They need you more than you ever will know right now. And yeah, alrighty y'all, I will see you later. Bye.
Flying high like the birds and the bees.